The news. The top story tonight is one child presumed dead and another horribly mangled. Rumors have it that a monster plant is loose on the streets of Washington, but a good time was had by all.
What's that you say? Well, that's terrible. I haven't heard anything about that. Something should be done about it. Well, I'll have to put one of my best reporters on that. And, well, yes, I'll remember. I'll see you at Bridge Club Tuesday. Send Ivan and Zoom in.
Yes, Mrs. Bucks.
There have been rumors of some terrible things happening. There's one child missing and another child has been terribly mutilated. And they say that it's a monster plant. Now, I want you two to go out and find out everything that you can about it and report back to me.
Don't worry about it, Mrs. Bucks. We'll get to the bottom of this.
There have been rumors circulated around Washington this week that there's been a vicious monster plant injuring and devouring children and other innocent people. As far as we know, at this time, this is just a ugly rumor. We are going to be investigating it. Certainly, if it is true, we anticipate it's probably due to Khomeini or Gaddafi or someone else like Elvis Presley. At any rate, for further amplification upon this, I'm going to have to turn you over to my director of the CIA, Vera Hush.
Now, I'm here to reassure you all that there's no reason for panic. We're going to have increased surveillance over this great problem because, as you all know, if we don't look good, the president mustn't look good. Now I'm going to turn it over to Barry Mute for more details on this great adventure.
Well, any questions?
Professor Tist, how did you first get involved with this issue?
Well, I saw the report on the local nightly news about somebody talking about killer plants. And of course, plant biology and plant genetics being my area of specialty, this naturally was of interest to me.
What is your theory? Has your research shown anything so far?
Well, of course, we know for a long time that certain types of plants eat or digest tissue, could be any kinds of meat or, for that matter, human tissue. And with a little genetic engineering or reprogramming of these plants, it's possible that a plant could be developed that would demonstrate aggressive behavior towards animals, perhaps towards humans. In fact, I've been working on some plants here that are beginning to demonstrate the initial states of these kinds of activities.
I see. Well, is it all right if I stay in touch with you?
Oh, by all means.
Great. Thank you very much.
My fellow Americans, I come to you this evening to tell you, to reassure you about some of the things that have been happening in our country the past few days. There have been rumors and allegations and problems with a number of plants that are attacking and injuring young children and other people. And I want you to know that this is not really a serious matter at all. Our country is safe. Our government is working for you and will take care of it all. Which it reminds me of a story from my childhood. There was a fellow in my neighborhood. His name was Merle. Merle was a simple fellow and somewhat retarded, and he went about on a wagon. And my friend Donald used to really be in charge of Merle when he was out and about, and Merle would have a habit of belching. Well, Donald would say to Merle, pardon me, Merle, after he belched, whereupon Merle would say, pardon me, Merle. And we children thought that was hilarious, don't you know? I hope you understand the significance of this in relationship to our national crisis. So, fellow Americans, be rest assured that we will be at the bottom of this, and we'll have it all in hand in due time. Thank you.
Here on the set where the monster plant has reportedly struck. Oh, no! Zoom! Zoom! Zoom, fight! Zoom! I can't believe this. Let's go tell Mrs. Bucks this is serious. Mrs. Bucks, you aren't going to believe it. We've been working on this story for 2 days now, and we found out that not only is this thing part of the government, but we went to film it on the site, and Zoom, tell her what happened.
It was horrible. It grabbed me. But through my karate school of film training, I knocked it away. I got these great shots.
We don't know what to do at this point. We've got to do something.
And the buck stops here.
All right, the buck stops here, and we've got to do something about it. Let's go on the national news tonight at 6 o'clock.
This is I Have a Clue. Earlier today, my cameraman, Zoom Lenz, and I went to the site of the reported monster disasters. We have startling footage of what occurred when we arrived at that site. Here's the footage. We're here on the set where the monster plant has reportedly struck. Oh, no! Zoom! Zoom! Zoom, fight! Zoom! I'll keep you posted as we have more details on this growing story. This is I Have a Clue, keeping an eye out for you.